I'm Brian Anderson at the table with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. All right, Brent, what do you expect from this kind of matchup with two teams that specialize in offense?
Points, BA, points. I mean, these guys are going to go at each other, and we're just going to see who can get into the best flow in this game. Is it going to be the starters? Is it going to be somebody off the bench that comes in and really stabilizes what they're trying to do offensively? Somebody's got to get an advantage. So is it who's hot first? We're going to find out.
Here's Reeves. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Pass to Doncic. Knocks down the long J.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the three. Needs to keep doing this now.
To the inside. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And Doncic with the jam.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Pass to Kuzma. And stolen by Reeves. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis able to get stops from anywhere on the court.
Inside. Outside for Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how many defenders are stopping Giannis when he's up like that.
Pass to Hayes. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Well, when Giannis has room to run, he is fun to watch. To get out in transition there.
Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, BA, there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
Back to Kuzma. Down low. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Here's Sims over Hayes. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The Lakers trail. Doncic outside. For three, James. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Here's Livingston. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding, rising up off the ground.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Here's Rollins. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Back to Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Good work defensively by James.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Lakers trail by 4. And it's the Lakers on the break. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance.
When LeBron's shooting like that, nothing you can do defensively.
And then Portis with the dunk.
High-value assist there, finding him inside for the finish.
To the middle. Here's Hayes. Misses the layup. The Bucks leading by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Pass to Rollins. To the middle. Inside. Antetokounmpo.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Here's Connect. Misses the jumper. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Bucks. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Milwaukee leading by 5. To the wing, right side. Pass to Sims. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
But you see how Giannis scans the floor. It's actually easy at his size, involving his guys and showing his ability to pick the defense apart.
Connects from downtown. Connects got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Porter. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Right side, Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
He hits the second from the line. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Austin Reeves.
Shot is good by Reeves.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Down low. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Reeves pulls it down. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Austin Reeves.
Ryan, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers' experience with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie.
Coming out of the floor for the Lakers. Number 77, Luka Doncic.
Pass to Finney-Smith with a 9-footer. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Lopez. To the inside. Outside for Porter. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit...
Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Hachimura's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan.
Elephant is a go in the room.